Hey there, my name is David Kolar, and I am a musician and composer and guitar player from Slovakia. I had the privilege to work with great musicians like Pat Mastelotto of King Crimson, Steven Wilson of Porcupine Tree, Arve Henriksen, my musical brother, Eric Trufas, Rick Cox, great drummers like Gergo Borlai or Marco Mineman, and many others, Italians, Lorenzo Feliciati, my brother Paolo Raineri, and many others. And this is my first podcast in English. This is the pilot episode of David Kolar's podcast. And the music which we are listening to right now is a sample from my forthcoming album called Cause. So, welcome!
Hey, it's me, it's David. Have you heard my new stuff? What do you say? And is there something in it? Yeah. The question is, if you understand my English, my words. Yeah. Some people around me, it's difficult to express myself in English, you know, I'm much better.
Yeah, this album will be really crazy because you can hear Slovak and English language. This is the biggest dilemma for me because I live in Slovakia. I love people here. You know, here are a bunch of great musicians and students. So I have a blog in Slovakian language. Then I have another blog in English. So I have podcast in Slovakian language. Today I have recorded 25th episode, I think yes. So, and you know, I have, to be honest, I have 50% of my listeners are not from Slovakia. So, and my English is not the best, of course. This is not my mother language, but I want to make a podcast also in English. Let's try it with this pilot. You can share your comments with me, or maybe you will have so many good advices and we can improve it together. So, I want to tell you something about Punkt festival in Norway. Playing this festival has been my dream for maybe 10 years or more. I know that the best musicians perform there. Not only from Scandinavia, I know that Brianino played there as well, and Christian Fenes, and also David Sylvien and many others. But it came true this year, and a lot of the credit goes to Arve Henriksen, my musical brother, inspiration and collaborator. So Punkt Festival is famous not only for its great and original musicians, but also for its concept of live sampling. So, live sampling for me is something really new and challenging for a musician. So I can tell you what happened there. Before our concert, Eyjolf Dale performed with his piano trio. Right after his concert, we did a remix of his concert in the hall, one floor down. So for the first 15 minutes of his concert, I recorded some samples on my phone's dictaphone and ran to my stage to prepare some ideas with this sample. Right after Eyjolf's set, the audience moved to the hall where me, Arve, and drummer Kim Renskauk were on the stage. So it's really, you are in a hurry. You cannot prepare yourself like 1 week before the concert and prepare a plan or even B plan or some kind of safe net like we still have before our improvised concerts. So we were following the concert they had just heard, audience. So this is probably the highest level of improvisation. You don't know the key, the rhythm, nothing. You just have to know how to work with the technology, and you have to be ready for anything, what can happen. And scales and melodies and keys, they are like colors in like painter use colors, you know. So you don't know the exact key or rhythm or nothing. It's unbelievable. And what you can do, how can you prepare yourself? It's very simple. You have to work like hell when you are at home, and work on your, I call it, musical palette. So you have to work on musical theory and scales and harmonies and chords, and you have to work on you have to know your guitar neck, for example. I have also a palette like I call it ambient, so to have some ambient sounds. I have to prepare some rhythm sounds. I like Robert Fripp from King Crimson. He has this ambient phase, and also I call it Steve Reich or Philip Glass rhythm minimalism phase. Let's call it phase here. So you have this So it's very good to work at home. Still try to find some inspirations, and if you are in the situation like I was at Punkt Festival, you just hear something and you have to react to it. So it was really challenging. And another thing which was great on Punkt Festival is that you can see stars there like Eivind Orseth, amazing guitar player. For me, he is a modern Jimi Hendrix. And Nils Petter Molvær, he is a star trumpet player, star from Norway. So and they are there listening every concert, and also every live remix of the concert. So and then they played at the last night. They played Khmer album, which is very good one. I think it was 25 years anniversary, and it was really great. 2 drummers like King Crimson, 2 drummers, bass player Eivind Orseth, guy who was live sampling Nils Petter Molvær. So it's like someone is mirroring you. You are playing, and then you can hear what the guy is doing with your trumpet, and you can react to it. This is unbelievable. I mean, wow, what original concept. Unbelievable. So this is really, for me, challenging something, and I am so inspired when I am at home, and I have met some good people there. For example, my new friend from Ireland, Dave Mullen. He's a great guy, and we have a lot of chats together, and many others people we met at the airport in Amsterdam, and people they call it PPT, like post-punkt trauma, I think I have it too, but it was great. So this was the first episode. And it's not very long, I'm just trying to speak with my, I call it touristic English. And I wanted to give you a little sample from the Punkt Festival and its original concept, and who I am. And maybe soon we will have another episode. And the music which we hear now are samples from my next album, as I said before, called Calls. So I shared some phone calls of my musical with me and my musical friends during my creative process. So you can hear music and phone calls only from my side. How frustrated I was sometimes, how angry, and I wanted to quit, I wanted to delete everything. So it was really, really tough. I think that every artist is suffering during the creative process. So this is what we do. And I'm trying to collect some money for mixing and mastering and cover art, cover design, and also I want to print some special edition CDs. So I just started today Indiegogo, so I will share with you if you want to share this podcast or support me, and it will be great. I will be really thankful yeah. Okay, so I will show you another track from this record. These are just demos, or demos. I don't know how to say it in English, but without mixing, and I want to change something here and there. So I'm sharing with you another piece where Marco Mineman plays like hell on drums. Okay, thank you very much for your time, and let's talk soon. Ciao, ciao, David. Bye, bye.